Hi dudes, I'm finishing my album in 12 weeks and this is week 3.
I'm laughing in the water and nothing in this dark world is making me feel.
My name is Sainte Victoire. I'm a singer, harpsichordist, producer, writer, composer, singer, and I want to finish my album in 12 weeks. And here's the third one. I'm being guided by the book The Artist's Way that helps me get back to my creativity, and that's what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. This week, I started by the exercises. The first thing that I needed to do this week was to list 20 things that I enjoy doing. That one was pretty hard because as I dedicate all of my life for my music and music in general, it's kind of hard to find habits and activities that I enjoy without the music. Because I'm so passionate about what I'm doing that sometimes I forget that there's other things that you can do. And I really forced myself into this one. I'm gonna list what I wrote. Playing the harpsichord, playing the guitar, singing, producing music, playing video games, walking in the forest, skiing, sitting at a cafe, writing, eating patisserie, dancing, karaoke, hugging, kissing, riding a horse, holding a kitten, road trip, eating lobster. I love eating in any ways. Doing nothing in nature by the snow beach, and live shows. Really love live shows. I really enjoy live shows, but not attending a live show. I don't know if that makes sense. I started to sing a little bit on the songs where I need some parts finished. And also I've started to finish and produce the songs. We had to do like a live pie. Sorry, don't mind my horrible drawing. But here's, in a little one, a life pie. So I needed to split my life into 6 categories: friends, spirituality, romance, work, exercise, and play. You had to draw little circles inside those categories. If you're really from the outer corner of the circle, then it means that you have high power in those categories. And if it's really close to the center, it means that you're low on it. In friends, it was middle. Spirituality, it was middle to little. Romance was high. Work was middle. Exercise was really, really low, and I really need to exercise more. And play was middle, high, in between. It's supposed to give you some kind of where you are at. Pretty interesting because I didn't think about spirituality, for example, in a really long time. And it got me thinking that when I started doing music and my project, I really enjoyed talking about spiritual stuff. I was really drawn to everything that was spiritual in a good and a bad way. I really like the idea of transcendence and higher power, but I really enjoy also looking at people in cults and the manipulation behind the power that spirituality can create. And I've always been so drawn to that, and it's been a while since I thought about it. So I decided that this week my artist dates were going to be in a church, in a local church that I go to sometimes just to sit quietly. I'm not praying, actually. I'm not really religious, but I really like the peacefulness of churches. I've stayed there for quite some time. I don't know, it has this peacefulness that you don't really find in other places. I've always hated going to church when I was in school because I was in a Catholic school and it was mandatory, and I've always hated it. But now that I go to churches on my own without any masses, like there's nothing happening in the church. I just sit there. It gets me to a more spiritual moods than I've ever experienced before in masses that we had to attend when I was in Catholic school. In the circle, I've written the 4 goals that I have for this week. And this week, my goals were music, relationship, promotion, and visuals. So music, as you know, like this is pretty obvious. I want to work on my album, so obviously I need to work on music. Relationship is that I want to take better care of people that I really, really enjoy and and less care about people that are kind of blocking me right now in terms of creativity, not in terms of relationships. But I wrote relationships because something that I need to work on. I'm spending a lot of time going out, as I told you, and sometimes it doesn't get me satisfaction because I'm not hanging out with the people that I want to hang out with, and I'm hanging out with people that I don't want to hang out with. It's kind of eating my energy, so I need to work on that. And that was my main focus for this week: go see the people I loved. So I went to see my grandmother, I went to see my brother, I went to see my mom, and I've done a lot of family stuff that I don't usually normally do, but it helped me a lot getting through health issues and getting back my energy. Whereas sometimes when I see my friends, I don't really get back my energy, I just give it, I don't get it back. It's not only for me, it's more like I want to share with the people that are really close to me, and I think I did that pretty well this week. I've wrote promotion because I need to do promotion of my album, and I'm always thinking about it, and it's really a main focus on my head right now. It's not really interesting, I'm sorry about that. It gets to my head a lot because I'm always struggling to find new ideas, but I am kind of, the more you do, the more you get some. So it's interesting, and I think that writing it as my main goal for the week is helping me to absorb it as something that is normal in my work. And visuals for the last part is normal because I'm looking forward to do the visuals in my music. Got ahead on a few things. I did an artwork for my next single that I'm gonna show you right now, and I'm pretty proud of it. I did it in a day and I really like it. And I'm also working on my press pictures. I need to think about my next music video and what kind of content that I can do for my next release. It's always in my mind. This week was great for this, and I'm also getting a deeper sense of self. I'm getting more and more into myself, and I think that I'm getting way better at following my instincts. I've created a label as well with my brother. Before that, I used to be signed. I had a lot of people telling me how to do my stuff. I had managers that were really controlling. Also, I was signed really young. I was in a band, and I was kind of struggling into what I thought was right and what people told me that was right, and it didn't match. And so at some point, I just shaped myself into something that I'm not really, and then it showed in my music as well that it was not like 100% genuine. And I think I've been really annoying as well for the people that I work with because of those kind of energies that were pushed against me. So right now, since I'm completely independent and I'm completely reliable only to myself, I'm getting a lot more insight of who I am really and who I need to be, but not like who I need to be in terms of like changing yourself, but more like who I need to discover, because I'm already it. I just need to accept it way more and be way less critical and judgmental of myself, because I give so many judgments to me. I used to be really angry all the time as well because I used to be judgmental of other people, and then when I realized that it was only giving me misery, I started to reflect and ask myself why I was feeling this way. I feel like I'm progressing on this one. I'm way less angry. I'm way less hateful. I feel really glad of other people's wins. I feel so grateful to be surrounded by really amazing people. I am really grateful of my friends. I'm really grateful of my family. All of this work is so time consuming that the people that stays behind you and just believe in you, it's so rare, and it's such a thing that I really want to praise and really want to cherish as well. I feel really grateful of other people around me, and I think they help me get inside myself way more, get more creative, and they help me trust myself more. And I think I need to trust myself more. I am trusting myself more, actually. I think it's a really beautiful thing, and I hope that everyone gets to that point where you dive so deep in yourself that you realize that changing it would be the biggest mistake that you could ever do. And that's how I feel right now. I really wanted just to say thank you, be grateful, get more links into my spirituality, because I think it's so related to the creativity. It has so many links, and the book helped me think about it again, because because I've kind of denied it lately, but it is so linked, has so many power and creativity that you have in spirituality, and it has so many great things that I'm glad that I could take this walk through the church and think about things and get peacefulness. I hope that you really enjoyed watching this episode. I am thinking about changing a bit of the format to get it more into like TikTok vlogs, but I actually enjoy doing this kind of long talks. I know that the algorithm don't really push for this kind of content, but I care. But I don't really care at the same time. So I think I'm gonna stick with this kind of format and try different things as well. Tell me if you like it. I will see you next week, and I hope you have a really amazing week.